Festus won the toss, and they're going to get the football. They want the ball to start it off. Festus, after winning their season opener against Farmington 16-13, dropped the game to Sullivan 35-14. Got 2 wins back-to-back over Windsor and DeSoto, winning those games 49-6 and 34-0. Dropped that close one to Hillsboro in the game that we did a couple weeks back, 17-14. Then they got a 48-31 win over North County, shut out Pacific 21-0, and then lost on the road at St. Charles West 28-14 last week. Cape Central is going to show a lot of different things on offense, but we'll find out about that a little bit later because they'll be kicking off. They mix it up pretty well between the run and the pass, but they'll try to run it as often as they can, but they can throw the football pretty well. Back deep for the Tigers will be Sproul. Festus wearing a lot of pink in their uniforms tonight for breast cancer awareness. Seems like every athletic program in the district has taken part in that at some point or another this fall.
Especially in this month, as this month is dedicated to that awareness.
That it is. And Cape will be kicking off wearing white with black. Festus wearing their black with gold. Will receive it by one of the up men at the 25-yard line. A little bit of room up the middle, spinning and heading down at the 33-yard line is the return man for the Tigers. And it was Schuler who had the return and sets up decent field position for the Tigers. On their own 34-yard line, actually.
Festus Tigers or Cape Central Tigers?
That would be Festus. Yeah, we're going to have all kinds of problems with that
Yes,
throughout
we are.
the night.
Yes, we are.
Festus lines it up. And they're back to pass on the first play. Hayden throws over the middle. He's got Sproul. Sproul to the near side, across to the 50-yard line, down the near sideline, 40, 30, and finally goes down, almost driven out of bounds. Great little catch and run by Travis Sproul. Festus opens up the offense on the first play with a nice gain through the air.
36 yards on that one. That's the way to get your crowd into it to start off here on senior night for Festus.
And so the Tigers bring it back out to that split back formation now as they fake and go to the fullback. Probst, he's trying to run off the right side, and he picks up a couple. Ball was marked at the 29-yard line. He's able to get it close to the 25. Roughly about a 3-yard pickup there for Carter Probst. This will be the third play of the drive coming up. Carter Probst came in with about 46 yards rushing on the season. Seldom used guy. He's mostly out there for a blocker. Of course, very valuable on offense. As Corey Carr now gets the handoff. He's able to bring it inside the 25, but down to the 24, and that's it. 2-yard pickup for Carr. Festus will be looking at a third down and about 5. Carr, the leading rusher, needed approximately 131 yards tonight to eclipse 1,000.
Well, he may very well do that. I'm not sure what he's averaged. He may have that, but he could definitely hit that pretty easily.
All important third down play coming up here. They pitch it, running a sweep to the near side. Room for Cummings inside the 15, down near the 10 before he finally goes down. Actually, they ran it to Jaden Reddick that time. Reddick with a great run. And sets up a first down for Festus. Tigers set it up 1st and 10 from the 12. Hayden will go under center. Carter Probst in motion. They go to the fullback. And now the ball pops loose out, and it's loose and recovered by Cape Central. Or was he down before the fumble? And they're going to say it's Cape Central ball. Cape Central takes over on the fumble as Corey Carr coughed it up there at the end. The ball popped out before he was down. Cape Central recovers the fumble in the red zone.
Yeah, they looked like they were able to strip it out. It just kind of bounced out of that pile And the crowd had no reaction whatsoever. I think they were just as confused as probably many of the players were on the Festus side as well. But everybody on Cape's knew for sure that was a fumble. They were all jumping up and down.
Dennis Vincent is the quarterback for Cape Central. He's under center. Gives a deep handoff and met at the line of scrimmage and brought down immediately is the ball carrier. Looks like Burgess is the one who got out there on him. I don't know if that was Martin who carried that ball or not. But that's about a 2-yard loss there. Second down and 12. I believe Martin got that handoff. Martin is the deep man right now. Out of the eye. Vincent gets the snap, gives to Martin running to the near side, and we have flags and whistles. And it looks like somebody jumped before the snap. And it's going to be a false start on Cape Central, so they'll be pushed back even further. Ball marked back at the, looks like to be about the 8-yard line. As we're looking at second down and about 17. Vincent goes back under center, I formation for the Tigers. They give to Martin running off the left side. They meet him at the line, and down he goes. Now the ball is loose. It falls into the end zone. It's going to be a safety. And Festus will get 2 points on the safety. The fumble recovered by Cape Central, but in the end zone, and Festus is going to get 2 points.
What a weird, strange of events has happened so far here in this game early on. Festus goes all the way down the field on offense, doing pretty well, keeping the ball moving, and then coughs it up, gives it to Cape Central. Cape Central pretty much does the same thing, except for it goes to the end zone this time, a safety.
So our first points are on a safety on the fumble, and Cape Central had to recover it in their own end zone, and they had no choice but to just take the 2 points as opposed to letting the ball go and let Festus pounce on it for 7, 6, possibly 7. Not get our head over ourselves, of course. But
they
either
got a pretty
way,
good leg over there.
The Tigers are going to get 2 points, and they'll get the football back as well.
And they don't waste much time getting the ball back on the field after these safeties. And when did they do a punt style? I thought maybe they did punt style on safeties.
They can. You can do both.
Okay.
You have the option to do one or the other.
I always thought that was kind of strange. Midfield, the guys just punting, and you got the whole team behind them. It kind of looks like it's a weird formation sometimes. Just looks strange. It looks
the
like
trick is the ball is going to be booted from the 20-yard line, so Festus should have great field position because of the safety and Cape having to kick it off from so deep. But a decent kick. Back Sproul up to the 31-yard line. He's up to the 40 at midfield. Turns it back in. Down he goes at the 45. So Festus will have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Not bad. And the Tigers, the Festus Tigers, with a 2-0 lead with 8:42 to play in the first quarter.
Sounds like a baseball score.
That is a baseball score if I ever saw one. Very, very, very early basketball score.
Right, yeah. First couple minutes of a basketball game, I guess.
In some cases, seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Festus now pitches right side. Carr gets away from pressure in the backfield. To the corner it goes. Turns it up across the 50 and inside the 45-yard line in Cape territory. And it looks to be a first down run of 10 yards by Corey Carr. And they do have the first. So just like that, Festus gets the ball into Cape territory.
And it looked like the senior, Jared Thomas, number 34, I think it was, from Cape, that he just missed the ball carrier. I mean, he pretty much full extension dive and just ate air.
Fullback gets it now. That's Cummings, right side. Off the right tackle, is able to work his way to the 46. Check that, the 41. About a 4-yard pickup there by number 45, Nathan Cummings. 279 rushing yards on the season for Cummings. Second down and 6 coming up for Festus. Again, already leading 2-0. Hayden goes under center. Cummings again gets it. And he's able to fight his way closer to the first down yardage. Couple more yards picked up there as he appears to get about 4 on that run. It's going to be third down here and about 2. Another all-important first down attempt coming up here on 3rd and short for Festus. Cummings again, check that. It's Reddick. This time he gets popped, and down he goes at the 35-yard line. He may have enough for the first, but he paid for it. That was a pretty good shot that he took there. And they look, and Festus does get it. Reddick gets the 2 yards he needed, and Festus will move the chains.
I know Cape's going to be hard hitting tonight, but if you're Festus, you're keeping a close eye on any big hits. You don't want any more injuries as the season's waning down.
First and 10. Probst in motion. They go to the first back up the middle. And that's Cummings again. He's able to fight his way to about 4 yards. Nearly 5. It'll be second down and about 5 or so coming up for Festus. Actually, that was Hayden who kept it himself. He faked it up the middle to Cummings. Hayden kept it, and he's able to pick up the 5 yards. Or a yard, I'm sorry. Next play off the right side, the Tigers run it again, and a couple of yards picked up that time. Cummings got the carry that time, and he is able to pick up about 7. It's going to be third down and about 2. Call it a long 2. Tigers will continue with that bunch formation. Hayden down under center, and the give is to, again, Cummings. He hangs onto the football and fights his way up the middle, but he gets stopped. And then backwards he goes. He didn't get much there. Festus has a player down now. And it looks like it's Brandon Barton. Barton, one of the key linemen for this Festus squad.
Yeah, he definitely looks in pain. He's kind of rolling around on the ground. Coach comes over and says, you need to lay still on your back, because he kind of held onto his arm to get him to keep still.
It's going to be fourth down and about 2 when we resume, as they tend right now to Brandon Barton.
And the crowd hushes too.
Hillsboro's taking a 7-0 lead over St. Charles. And that one's early. 10:03 to go in the first. Festus down to one knee, as well as the Cape Central squad, as Barton is helped up. And he'll try to walk it off and head to the sideline. Looks like a couple of Festus players come out to assist Barton. Looks like it's his right leg.
Be bad if another senior went down for Festus, wouldn't it?
There aren't a lot of them on this team. They don't have a huge senior class, but it's a quality group.
And Barton is a senior, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Festus is going to go ahead and burn a timeout here as well, as a fourth down and 2 will be coming up. So we'll take a break as well. Back in 1 minute. 5:20 to play in the first quarter. Festus up 2-0 over Cape Central on KJAF.
Harold's Market in Imperial offers old-fashioned full butcher service with fresh-cut meats and a complete line of groceries and produce. Try the all-new pineapple brats only found at Harold's Market. You'll also find center-cut boneless chuck roast, pork chops, and quarter loin pork roast. Also ask about their freezer package specials. All special cuts, wrapped your way and quick frozen. Harold's Market, Main Street next to the railroad tracks in Imperial. The best place to buy fresh meat.
Jefferson Regional Medical Center wants you to know that osteoporosis leads to an estimated 1.5 million broken bones each year. Broken bones are painful and may be debilitating. The first signs of osteoporosis for many women is a fracture caused by a seemingly ordinary activity or fall. A bone density scan from Jefferson Regional can provide a detailed image for your physician and help identify possible treatment options. You cannot feel osteoporosis weakening your bones, so ask your doctor to order a bone density screening from Jefferson Regional Medical Center.
Back to action here at Festus High School, where the Festus Tigers lead the Cape Central Tigers 2-0. 5:20 to play. The Tigers come out onto the field for this 4th down and 2 play. Under center is Hayden. Probst in motion and a fumble on the snap, and the whistles are blown and the flags are thrown before that. So I don't think they're going to count this. I think they're going to call a penalty before the play. And it looks like it's going to be against Cape. They lined up offside. This gives Festus an automatic 1st down. Grandview on top 6-0 over Crystal City. That's in the first. 1st and 10, ball on the 22. Tigers knocking on the door to get into the red zone as they go to a wishbone. Give is to Corey Carr. He's hitting the backfield. He's trying to fight for positive yards, and down he goes. And Carr's slow to get up. Again, he had went out with an injury last week. Injury to his back and his ribs. And he is losing about 2 yards there.
A big part of that was Chris Bryant, number 98, big boy, a senior for
yes, he is.
Cape Girardeau. Man, he just slammed him down. It doesn't say how much he weighs here on this roster, but
he's got to be near 300.
Yeah, I was about to say he's in the high 200s for sure.
Big nose tackle. Festus rolling out to the right side. Hayden trying to get away, and down he goes. Sacked in the backfield. Run down by Hopkins. Big-time sack and a big-time loss. Andrew Hayden is tackled back at the 35-yard line. A huge loss, 10-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd down and 22.
After coming off a unsuccessful first drive where they fumbled the ball, actually moving the ball downfield pretty well. They fumbled it already on this drive at one point. Now a sack, a couple of yards lost in the play just before this.
You got a 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, no kidding.
3rd and 22.
It just seems forever when those first down markers are all the way down there.
Reddick in motion to the near side. Snap taken. Flags are thrown. Pump fakes. Throws downfield. Incomplete. Intended for Reddick. And we got penalty flags that were thrown as the snap was being taken. Incomplete pass from Hayden. Trying to find Reddick. And Festus had an illegal shift in there. I would not be surprised if Cape decides to just decline the penalty. They will. And bring up 4th down. Now this will be interesting because Festus does have a pretty good kicker out there, but still this is a 52-yard attempt. But they're not doing that. They're going to punt this thing away. Hayden, who is the punter, stands back to punt it, but careful because he's also the quarterback. He gets the snap, rolls to the right side, a soccer-style kick down to the middle of the field, fielded by a man at the 5-yard line. Room now to the far side. Up the middle he comes. Near side to the 40. Hayden is going to finally bring him down at the 43-yard line. Great return. See if I can get a number real quick on that man. Number 7, I believe, Kyle Thompson. He returned that one nearly 40 yards.
Yeah, that was a nice return, although even better job by the special teams to get all the Festus players away from that ball carrier as well. When he got the ball, there wasn't a Festus player near him at all.
Yeah, they had some room up the middle, and it was like parting of the Red Seas there up the middle. Everybody for Festus was caught on the sides, not in the middle. And now Cape gives to Martin to the near side into the 50-yard line. Down the right sideline he goes. Martin inside the 20. Foot race. Sidesteps a man at the 5. He will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Just like that, Martin rumbles 52 yards for the touchdown.
The last man that could have got him was Travis Sproul, but good move by Martin just
kind of shook him away.
Yeah. And Sproul's a pretty good tackler as well. We've seen him make some pretty good tackles this year, but he looked flustered on that one.
That was about 52, but it was 57 yards on the run for Chris Martin, and Cape Central has taken the lead. And again, they got that speed to the outside. We talked about it beforehand. They've got the kind of ability. If they get to the corners, they are dangerous as the extra point is up, and it is good. And Cape Central leads over Festus 7-2 with 3:16 to play in the first quarter. Back after the break. 1 minute here on KJF.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer of Hillsboro is your regional law firm, offering help with many diverse areas of the law. Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer is a full-service law firm and practice with expert, experienced lawyers. When legal representation is a must, you need a law firm that you can trust. So turn to the professionals at Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer on Highway 21 in Hillsboro. Call 636-797-2693. For more information, log on to robertswootenzimmer.com.
Festus gets pinned back deep in their own territory on the ensuing kickoff, as they're going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Festus trailing 7-2 to Cape. And the Tigers will try to get something going here on offense. Both drives, they've moved the ball, but have not been able to punch it in. Handoff to Reddick as he comes to the near side, and he's able to fight his way to the 25 down to the 26. About 4 yards picked up there by Reddick. Second down and about 6.
Carr's only been used 2 times in this game. They've been really giving the ball to Cummings, Reddick, and Probst.
You can tell that Carr is just not 100% right now.
Yeah.
Festus running out of time to get this play off. And they're just able to do it. Hayden is going to keep it himself, running to the near side, turns it up at the 30, and he's up to about the 32, 33-yard line, close to first down yardage. Andrew Hayden keeps it himself and gets the first down. Cape Central leading 7-2 with 2:18 to play in the first.
We'll see if that safety comes back to bite the Tigers at Cape Central. Sometimes those can really make a factor. Make some weird scores.
Hayden gets the snap, and Cummings up the middle gets the carry, and he goes down at the 35. A few yards picked up there. Give him 2. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, he ran into a brick wall. His name is Marcus Dixon. I believe that was number 81. It was right there. Another big boy for Cape. They got a big defensive line. And offensive line, I guess, too. But, I mean, you could definitely tell the struggle so far from Festus have been because of that line.
Very beefy up front, no doubt about it. Fake handoff. Hayden's going to look to throw. He swings it to Reddick near side. The pass was tipped before he could get to Reddick. It was tipped at the line, and that threw the route off a little bit, and the incomplete pass brings up third down.
Yeah, after that first really good play from Sproul to Hayden early on in the game, 36 yards downfield, 2 incomplete passes thereafter.
3rd and 8 here for the Tigers, the Festus Tigers. Hayden back to pass again, looking to the near side, steps up, throws, and it's intercepted. Taken away in a great open field tackle by Reddick, but it's intercepted by, that's number 5. That was Alex Davis Carter, who intercepted the ball as Hayden threw it into double coverage, and it was picked off by Cape. So Cape Central's going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 47. The passing attack has not really been there consistently for Festus when they've had to do it. Run up the middle, not much there for the carrier. And they did go to number 2 this time, Jacob Campbell. And he is actually the leading rusher on this team. He surpassed Martin during the time that he was injured. Campbell gets nothing, no gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
And on that pass as well from Hayden, it just seemed like he threw, it was a good pass, a good strong pass. It was just throwing into too many white jerseys out there.
And Campbell again gets the carry. Carter Probst brings him down after a short gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for Cape Central.
Yeah, Cape's only winning this game right now because of one play.
Yes.
They really haven't looked too sharp on offense tonight, just for one play where Festus couldn't tackle. Good running skills by Martin, though, as well.
Vincent under center. Gives to the deep man to the near side, and running out of bounds after getting the carry is Martin, who had the long touchdown run earlier. He goes out of bounds in Festus territory at the 47. And it's going to bring up 4th down at about 3. Festus brings out the punt return team, and Cape Central is apparently going to kick it away here. Play it smart. Looks like Calvin Long is their punter. He stands back at the 44. They're going to run a fake, and Festus stops them. They ran a fake off the left side. 21 tried to pick up the 1st down on a run. Brian Owens, and he gets stopped about 2 yards short. Festus takes over on downs at their own 45-yard line.
I thought it was weird the way they had players bunched up back behind the snapper, the long snapper. It just looks strange from our angle, from our view, and evidently they wanted to pull off the fake, but they couldn't do it.
9 seconds to go in the first quarter. This will probably be the last play in the first session. Pitch to the right side to Carr. They're trying to get him to the edge. Carr fights his way to the 50, still on his feet far side. About an 8-9 yard pickup there as he is brought down at the Cape Central 47. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. Cape Central with a 7-2 lead over Festus. We'll step aside. Back in 1 minute to start quarter number 2 on KJFF.
I'm Mary, and I'm from Hillsboro. I got rid of the cane, I got rid of the walker, and I feel so completely different. I'm able to do activities I haven't been able to do for quite a while. So I'm very satisfied with knee replacement surgery.
Mary had great results. You can too. Doctors Craig Rubel, Paul Maynard, and Robert Smaney treat all aspects of orthopedics. Don't live in pain. Offices in Festus and Farmington. Call 636-933-7400.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
Second quarter begins here on KJFF from Festus High School. It's Festus trailing to Cape Central 7-2. Festus looking at a second down and short after the 8-yard run by Corey Carr. As we start the second quarter of play, Grandview's jumped up 20-0 on Crystal City. St. Charles and Hillsborough were tied at 7. Lutheran South 7-0 over Windsor. Herculaneum had an early 6-0 lead on Perryville. Jefferson are 7-0 over St. Vincent. Festus tries to run it up the middle. Getting stopped and losing a yard on the play is Nathan Cummings. He'll lose one. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Almost 4. Big 3rd down attempt coming up here for the Festus squad. It'll be Hayden under center. Quarterback Andrew Hayden. Give up the middle. Nothing doing this time. No gain whatsoever by Cummings. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And Festus will be forced to punt the football away. It's 4th down and about 5. Festus was looking at a 2nd and short. Ran the ball 3 times. Couldn't get anything. 2 times, I should say. Hayden's kick to the far side. Takes a good Festus bounce. Down near the 15, and that's where it's going to be downed by the Tiger defense. And it'll be Cape Central taking over from there with a 7-2 lead. 10:47 remaining in the first half.
This week it's a little bit chippy on the weather side. It's a little bit on the colder side. I mean, it's not as cold as it could be, obviously, but you think that might be playing a factor a little bit? Just kind of need to oil those joints?
I don't think so. I think these guys are ready to play in this kind of stuff. They've played in cooler conditions and wet conditions.
Yeah.
So
we were at the Herky game, and it was pretty chilly there with some light rain thrown all over the place.
Vincent hands off. Right side, some room for Martin. He's able to pick up a 1st down on a good run. He's able to bring it across the 25 to about the 27 before he goes down. Another good, strong run by Martin. First and 10 here for Cape Central. Second play of the drive coming up. Vincent hands it off to Campbell. He's trying to get to the edge near side. He turns it up at the 40-yard line, and he's brought down from behind by Mitch Neal, but not before picking up a 1st. Brought down at the Festus 44. First down run for Campbell. Cape Central, just like that, has the ball near midfield.
Yeah, it was his first down run of the game. First extended run of the game as well. He's only had 1 yard. A couple of carries, though, but just haven't gone anywhere.
And up the middle, the handoff is given once again to Martin, and he picks up just a couple.
Pretty good duo.
Yes, definitely. They're going to spot the ball after only a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball is about at the 46-yard line, not quite to the 47. Three backs in the backfield for Cape. They're going back to Martin. They're going to push it to the outside. Carter Probst can't bring him down. And finally, he's wrestled out of bounds on the far side by Alex Keithley. Little stutter step there. Martin just kept his legs going. Probst dove for him and couldn't get him. Another Festus defender had a shot to bring him down after a short gain, and he's able to work his way to pick up about 5 there. It's third down and about 3.
It was a hard-fought 5 yards right there. He was acrobatically running down.
Now it's a single back formation. Vincent gives to one of the slot receivers on a handoff coming to the near side. He'll have the first down and a few more. Brought down at the 44-yard line in Festus territory. He's able to run that one for about 6. And that was Martin who got the carry again. They set him up at a slot receiver, and he came in motion and got the handoff. 6-yard gain, first down Cape Central. Under 9 minutes to play in the half. Vinson under center, gives, and a room up the middle again for Martin as he slides inside the 35-yard line, brought down near the 30. And Cape Central moves the chains. 31-yard line of Festus, 1st and 10 for Cape Central. This will be the 6th play of the drive. Started on the Festus on their own 15. Cape Central's own 15-yard line. Tigers need to break some momentum here for Cape. Vincent out of the gun, gets the snap, but there was movement. Whistle's blown. And it's a false start against Cape. They'll go back 5 yards.
Cape's second flag of the game. Festus has only had 1.
That one penalty, though, was pretty hurtful for the Tigers.
Yes, it was.
And they had the one that might have been actually the penalty they declined, correct?
Yes, it was.
So that one doesn't even count in a way.
Yeah, I guess.
It was that sack that really hurt that drive when Hayden was brought down for a 10-yard loss.
Yep.
That was the killer of that first drive. They give to one of the up man running to the right side, and Campbell. Probst slowed him up enough. And then Festus finishes off Campbell for a short loss. He's going to lose a couple there. And it's going to be a third down and about 16. He lost 1 there. Check that, second down and 16. Festus trying to keep that Cape Central team out of the end zone here in the second quarter. Festus trailing 7-2. Festus got a safety early in the game, and then Cape Central got a touchdown late in the first quarter. Vincent out of the gun, gets the snap. He's going to roll out, looking to pass. Dumps it off, and it's incomplete. Try to dump it off to Evans. Incomplete. And it brings up third down and 16.
With all those wide receivers going out deep, you thought, oh, he's 7 drop back. He's going to just launch it downfield. But then he shows up with this weak little pass that fell short. Kind of a screen type play.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird looking. It's like, oh.
He hit the nail on the head. They were setting up a screen pass. Vincent again out of the gun. One receiver in the backfield with him. Vincent looking to pass. Throws. It's incomplete. Threw it high. Unable to bring that one in was Evans, and Sproul at the very end there had a shot maybe to pick it off, but it was just out of his reach.
Yeah, that would have been an amazing – it would have to been amazing catch. I mean, it would have been a shoestring type grab.
What will Cape Central do now on fourth down? They're probably going for it, but they may try to pin Festus deep as they do bring the punter out, and he's standing at midfield.
That weird clumping of players behind the hiker is still there.
Oh. Yeah, he's going to punt it away this time. High end-over-end kick. That will get into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. No chance for a return by the Tigers. They just had to let it go. Cape Central was bearing down on them So they stepped out of the way, let the ball bounce. It goes into the end zone. Touchback. Festus will have it at their own 20 with 7:08 to play in the half.
Yeah, this is a drive here with 7 minutes to go, as you said. That Festus really needs to step up and show Cape what they got on offense. I think they could do it, even with the injuries they've had. I know it's hard, and it's really tough to come back from that mentally. But execution is something they need right here, and they have decent field position right now.
See what the Tigers can put together here as Hayden goes under center, 3-back formation. And the give is to the second back through, and Cape gobbled him up immediately. He went to Corey Carr, and he didn't get much. Carr got a yard, 2nd and 9. St. John leading Caruthersville 7-0 in the first. Park Hills sit 20-0 over Bowling Green. Herculaneum and Perryville are tied up at 6. Hillsboro has taken a 14-7 lead on St. Charles. Run off the right tackle by the Tigers. Cape Central again able to slow them up after a short gain. At least not enough for a first down gain. Corey Carr again got the handoff, and he picks up about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Grandview now up 26-0 over Crystal City. They're on their way to ending a long head-to-head losing streak against the Hornets. Farmington 14-7 over Afton. Festus passes off to the near side, and Reddick had it for a moment, and then it's knocked away at the last second. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down. Festus will have to punt.
I thought that was a nice touch right there from Hayden. Let it fly. It might have been a little bit short, as maybe Reddick wasn't in the right spot either, but I thought it was a well-designed play because there were several guys from Festus, men downfield, waving their hands. Makes it confusing that way.
Punt away by the Tigers. It'll be fielded back at the 40-yard line of Cape, and then corralled and brought down. That was number 7 on the return, Kyle Thompson. He didn't get much there. Festus was having a kick from their own 25-yard line, so it still gave Cape good field position at their own 42. Right now, the Tigers just can't sustain a drive on Cape Central. Have not been able to get anything going with the passing game as they've been forced in a number of 3 and longs, 3rd and longs. Bunch formation here for the Cape Central squad. Rolling off the right side. Good stop by Festus. That was Keaton, who initially held up Martin, and then he was finished off. I think Probst was out there to help finish off the run by Martin, which is only good for a yard. Keanu Keaton Boyce was the man who slowed him up just enough before some help arrived. Vinson gets the snap, gives to Martin, hit in the backfield, bounces off the tackle, and then he's brought down from behind. Reddick out to get him, as well as Travis Sproul there at the end. Martin, though, is able to bring it up to the 50-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2. That's just trying to D up here on this 3rd down and short. See what Cape Central tries to bring out of their arsenal. Martin, the deep man. Minson takes a snap, goes to Martin. Up the middle he goes, and hit at the 49-yard line and stumbles ahead, and it looks like he's got enough for the first. He does. He is brought down just short of the 45-yard line in Festus territory. Short of the 46, pardon me. But he picks up about 4 yards there and enough for the first down, and Cape Central moves the chains.
Tough for Festus' defense to really stop Cape Central there on just 2 yards. They've only done it a handful of times, and the way Martin and Campbell have been running in this game, it's pretty tough.
Cape Central wearing orange and black as now they go to Campbell, and a great shoestring tackle by Probst. And Campbell is dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Second down and 10. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. Cape Central leading 7-2. Vincent goes to Martin again, and he's tripped up and goes down at the 45-yard line. Only gets a yard there. Jaden Reddick and Zach Welsh combine on that stop. As it's going to be third down here and a long 8. Make it 9. Festus trying to hold him here. Festus trying to put it together here on defense as now Vincent will operate out of the gun. Back to pass, looking to the near side, throws, has a man, and he makes the catch right near the marker. They get it to Evans, the leading receiver on the team, but I think he's held up a little bit short. No, he got it. Yeah, forward progress got him near the 35-yard line, 36. And a first down reception there by Evans.
Yeah, the Festus defender on that tried to pull him back behind that line, but I guess it was just close enough to where that forward progress got him there.
It's where you catch it and then get turned backwards. So Cape Central on that third down play moves the chains. Now they go back to Martin. He's trying to get to the edge right side. Escapes one man, still on his feet. And he's shot out of bounds around the 30 at the 29. He's able to pick up about 7 there. This will be the 8th play of the drive coming up. Cape Central inching closer to Festus scoring territory. High formation. Vincent under center gets the snap and a delayed handoff given to the right side, and a flag is thrown as Martin is able to pick up a first, but we'll see about the penalty first as he goes down right around the 20-yard line. Cape Central is already moving back, so there appears to be a penalty, probably a hold. So Cape Central is going to march back from the spot of the foul. It'll be second down again, but instead of second down and about 3, it's going to be second down and about 12. They move it to the middle of the field to the right hash, and it is put down at exactly the 39-yard line. And it's going to be second down here in about 13. Lone man in the backfield is Martin. He's going to get the handoff. No, they went to 25 this time. He does pick up a couple of yards. Fights his way to the 35, about 4 yards there. They give it to number 25 at the time. That's Mikey Jones. Came in with about nearly 300 yards rushing for the season. Lutheran South leading Windsor 21-7. That's with about 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Third down coming up here in about 9 for Cape Central. And they're going to burn a timeout. With 1:51 to play in the half, Cape Central takes a timeout. We'll take a break with them. We're back in 1 minute as Cape Central leads Festus 7-2 on KJEF.
Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer of Hillsboro is your regional law firm, offering help with many diverse areas of the law. Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer is a full-service law firm and practice with expert, experienced lawyers. When legal representation is a must, you need a law firm that you can trust. So turn to the professionals at Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer on Highway 21 in Hillsboro. Call 636-797-2693. For more information, log on to robertswootenzimmer.com.
Harold's Market in Imperial offers old-fashioned full butcher service with fresh cut meats and a complete line of groceries and produce. Try the all-new pineapple brats only found at Harold's Market. You'll also find center-cut boneless chuck roast, pork chops, and quarter loin pork roast. Also ask about their freezer package specials. All special cuts wrapped your way and quick frozen. Harold's Market, Main Street next to the railroad tracks in Imperial. The best place to buy fresh meat.
And we return as Cape Central looking at third down here. Back to pass is Vincent. He's going to air it out to the near side corner, trying to find a man. It's incomplete. He threw it out of bounds at the 15. Tried for a passing play.
Second
and it's
incomplete.
thrown incomplete.
Excuse me, second incomplete pass of the game, too.
He's trying to get that one out here to Kyle Thompson. Incomplete pass brings up fourth down with 1:46 to play in the half.
Think they're going to do a trick play this time?
You never know.
Doesn't look like it.
They're back to pass. They're looking to try to convert here. They're going to try to set up the screen. A little bit of room there. Missed tackle. Down the right sideline. First down picked up by Cape Central. They just could not corral Campbell on a screen pass. Festus had a shot to get him down around the 30, but he broke free from that first down run on the little screen.
Wow. Converting on fourth down.
So they convert on fourth, and it's 1st and 10
It looked like
from the 18.
It looked like one of their players was going to go back farther to do the kick, and all of a sudden they just hiked the ball.
I don't think Vincent is their punter, and he stayed in there. It was a set-up design, just shotgun formation. Martin gets the handoff down. He goes at the 19. He'll lose a yard. Clock's going to run with 1:25 and counting left. $1:15 and counting left. Running formation again. Martin running to the right, going to be brought down by Carter Probst after just a few yards. And a timeout burned again by Cape Central. This will be their second called timeout. They'll have one remaining. It's going to be third down and about 8 or 9 coming up. We'll take another break as well. We'll bring it back in 30 seconds. Festus trails 7-2 to Cape Central on KJFF.
For your aches and pains, sprains and strains, fever, or possible fractures, the Jefferson Regional Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine Center is open at 660 South Truman near the Walmart Supercenter in Festus. The Jefferson Regional Emergency Department is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for critical care and trauma cases. But for other medical needs that just can't wait, the new Urgent Care Center is open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Fridays, 10 to 6 on Saturdays and Sundays. For more information, call 636-931-3800. That's 931-3800.
59 seconds remain in the half as Cape Central leads 7-2, and they're moving the football into Festus territory, now into the red zone at about the 17-yard line. Vincent will operate out of the gun. It's more of a pistol. And he's going to fake the handoff, roll out. The left-hander throws incomplete at the 10-yard line.
Almost caught.
Almost picked off by Sproul. Incomplete pass brings up fourth down and 9 from the 17. And a possible kicker coming in here, it looks like. Calvin Long going for the field goal, and the kick is going to be good.
What a difference.
34-yarder.
Yeah.
34-yarder booted by number 4, Calvin Loving. And Cape Central is going to take a 10-2 lead with 48 seconds left in the half. 34-yard field goal hit by Loving. We'll leave it here as the kickoff will be forthcoming to Festus. Cape Central extends the lead here in the second quarter with 48 ticks left. 34-yard field goal. Cape Central getting set to kick it off. They kick it down the middle of the field. It'll be Sproul from about the 5-yard line to the far sideline. Cuts it back up the middle. Room for Sproul. Still on his feet at the 40-yard line. Still going to the 50. Down the left sideline. 40, 30, 20, 10, and a kick return touchdown for Festus. Travis Sproul, roughly 95 yards on the kick return, and there are no flags.
That's why you watch football right there. And in our case, that's why you listen to it as well right here on KJFF. That was awesome.
Festus will call a timeout. They may be trying to go for the 2 here to perhaps tie this one up. We'll take a quick break as well. We'll bring it back in 30 seconds as Festus scores on a kick return touchdown by Travis Sproul. It's 10-8 currently with 31 seconds to go. Again, we're back in 30 on KJF.
Since 1974, Comtree has helped people suffering from alcohol and other drug abuse. Comtree remains committed to its mission to be an innovative, effective, and responsive community mental health center for Jefferson County. At Comtree, they believe in the importance of addressing issues of concern through direct patient care prevention and educational efforts. Professional care is available to you at Comtree with adult and adolescent programs, inpatient care, and 3 outpatient and aftercare locations. Call 931-2700.
Travis Sproul's 95-yard kick return has put Festus back within just a couple of points. It looks like they are most likely going to go for 2 here to try to tie it up. If not, they just trail by 2. And we still got a whole half of football to go.
Call those momentum shifters.
It almost seemed like Festus was going to need a play like that to get themselves going offensively. You're going to need your special teams to show up. Hayden's pass to the end zone on the 2-point conversion, deflected away, incomplete. Deflected at the line, and so Festus will remain down by 2. We'll take a break for the kickoff to Cape Central. It's 10-8. Cape Central leads on KJF.
Baseball season is here, and practice is crucial to improving. All-Star batting cages on Herculaneum is under new management. They're open throughout the summer for all skill levels, Monday through Friday, noon to 9, Saturday 10 to 7, and Sunday 10 to 6. Practice in live pitching and hitting cages with professional instructors, and it's all in a comfortable AC-controlled environment. Ask about 2 free tokens with the purchase of 5. All-Star batting cages located off the Herculaneum exit in the old hockey stop building or online at all-starcages.com. 636-937-3639.
Putting your family first.
The Jefferson County YMCA is in our community for healthy living, youth development, and social responsibility. The YMCA mission to put the Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. Visit ymcastlewis.org for more information.
Putting your family first. Putting your family first.
31 seconds remain in the first half as Festus will be kicking off to Cape Central. The Tigers on the kick return by Sproul have pulled to within 2 points. Squib kick taken by one of the up men for Cape Central, and some room up the middle, slowed down for a moment, and still on his feet across the 50, and now run out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and now a flag is thrown.
Oh, boy.
I believe the return man was number 24. That was Keenan Abraham. We're going to have a foul on this one. A personal foul, perhaps. Personal foul on Festus. Running the player out of bounds and not letting him go after that. And he was never tackled, but he was still being shoved and pushed even after he was clearly out of bounds.
Well, that 24 guy, man, he was not going to go down.
No.
He didn't even go down when he went out of bounds. He was still standing upright.
He was spinning away from people and just continuing to keep chugging forward. And now Cape Central is going to get the ball with 23 seconds left in the half at the Festus 29-yard line.
Whoa. Talk about a momentum shifter. Again.
Hillsboro up 31-14 on St. Charles. Still in the first half of that one. Cape Central. Shot to increase the lead here. They do have one timeout remaining. I've already seen that they've got a kicker that can boot it easily from 34. Vincent out of the shotgun. Backs up, looking to throw, looking near side, now over the middle. Now he's going to try to tuck and run with it. Sidesteps a man at the 30, and he's able to fight to the 25. He's going to pick up a couple of yards, but he took some quality time off the clock there. And Cape Central may have to burn that final timeout now, and they will, with 13 seconds left. And Cape Central will have it second down and about 6 from the 25-yard line.
If you were coach there, would you just throw it out of bounds, or would you go ahead and try to get a couple yards?
Oh, I think he made the right choice by trying to pick up a couple. Festus, I think, did a great job of, combating that defensively and coming back strong.
Yeah, because it was a wide open field.
Yeah,
and then they closed the gap pretty quick.
Exactly. All that daylight really was darkened pretty quick as Festus converged on the quarterback pretty well. Only 13 seconds left till half, so we'll leave it here during the timeout. Cape Central on top 10-8. And again, we're looking at a second down and about 6 from the 25-yard line of the Festus side. See what the Tigers are, the Cape Central Tigers, that is, see what they want to put together. Those Cape Central squad, they use more of the black and orange, where Festus wears the black and gold.
25 yards and 13 seconds.
Benson will operate out of the shotgun. Back to pass, looking left. Now he goes back to the right, going to the corner of the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. In the end zone, it is caught by Evans. Evans with a big catch in the end zone. He just was able to extend the hands over Mitch Neal, who had good coverage, and caught it for the touchdown. 25-yard touchdown pass from Vincent to Evans, and Cape Central has upped the lead late in the first half. That's a backbreaker.
Yeah, it really is. That was the first, of course, touchdown in the air, obviously, but second pass, and both have been caught by Evans.
Lovig's kick is good, and it's Cape Central on top, 17-8, with 8 seconds to play in the half. We'll bring it back in 30 seconds for the kickoff on KJAF.
Hi, this is David McFarland. At McFarland Travel, we are a full-service travel agency specializing in one-on-one service. We discuss your needs and desires, do our research, and provide you with options, all within parameters that you have set. When you book online, you do all the work and then give your hard-earned money to someone you will never meet and without fully knowing what your options are. Shop locally and book safely with McFarland Travel at 206 Main Street in Festus, or call us at 937-5679 or toll-free 888-440-5679.
Cape Central has taken the lead up to 17-8 here in the first half of action. Festus had the kickoff return for a touchdown with 31 seconds left, but a costly penalty gave Cape Central very good field position with not much time left, and they were able to get it on probably what would have been the last play of the quarter. Close to it. As a squib kick's going to be taken by Sproul back at the 5. He's to the far sideline. Now up the middle. This time he's not going to escape. He goes down short of the 20. 3 seconds to go, and I'm sure Festus will just kneel on this. And we'll head into the locker rooms with Cape Central leading by 9. Stranger things have happened, though. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's right. I think Festus really thought, though, with less than 30 seconds to go in the half after scoring that touchdown, really thought, you know what, this is a nice way to go into half, but it ain't over until it's over. I guess that's the old comment. At least it ain't over until the first half's over.
And there's the kneel down by Hayden. And at halftime, it is the Cape Central Tigers leading the Festus Tigers 17-8. Giants lead the Cardinals 4-0 in the fourth inning. They just pulled Lance Lynn. So Cardinals are going to have to try to battle from behind in game 5 of the NLCS.
Uh-oh. Lance Lynn out? That's not good.
Onside kick attempt here by Festus. Ball is loose on the far side. Cape Central is going to cover it up. It looks like around the 43-yard line, and a flag came in. Kind of late after the play, too, as the play was pretty much over. We'll see about what the penalty is going to call for. But Festus opens up the second half trying an onside kick. And it looks like Cape Central's got it. And they will run their offense close to midfield.
Yeah, the way Cape has the momentum right now, or some momentum anyway, I mean, it's pretty harsh to come back after getting a nice play for Festus, and then right after that, a flag and allowing Cape Central to score. That's momentum, but that definitely would have changed things if Festus would have got the ball and possibly ran in for a touchdown.
Hillsboro still in the first half, 55-21 over St. Charles. That game just won't reach halftime. Teams they keep trading touchdowns. Or Hillsboro just keeps scoring them. Handoff, Martin up the middle, down the right sideline now. He's again to midfield and then to the Festus 45 and out of bounds. And he'll pick up the first down on that run, as that was good for about 13 yards and moves the chains.
Yeah, I think it was a bit risky to go for that onside kick, but you know what? The way Chris Martin has been running, I think he was just getting warmed up in the first half, to be honest.
He did have the one big run, of course.
He did have the one big run, and he can definitely, it only takes one.
Cape Central is going to have the three-back offense, more or less an offshoot of the eye. And the handoff goes to Martin. He is hit, and he goes down at the 45-yard line. He didn't get much of anything. Forward progress didn't give him much. Luke Hampton was out there to bring him down. We have not seen Barton return to the team. Skinny went out with looked like a bad ankle. He's on the sideline, I believe. Trying to stretch it out a little bit, but that's good to see that apparently it's not a serious injury. Hand off to Martin again, trying to run left side. He gets brought down after a very short gain. Festus has a player down, slow to get up. And that was Welsh, number 55, who's slow to get up. He may have gotten stepped on there on his leg. It's going to be third down here for Cape and 10 to go. Fourth play of the drive. Let's see what they can do here on third down. Festus up to the challenge of holding them those last two runs. And it looks like Cape's going to have to burn a timeout. They are. That's not only about a minute and a half into the second half. They have to use a timeout already. And so Cape Central is going to try to talk it over. We'll take a break. We'll bring it back in 1 minute. Early in the second half, it's Cape Central leading 17-8 over Festus on KJF.
If you're in need of criminal defense or personal injury representation, call the Lowry Law Firm. Hi, this is Mike Lowry. We are an aggressive Jefferson County law firm handling criminal, injury, and domestic cases. When you have a great deal or even a little at stake, trust us, the Lowry Law Firm in Hillsborough and Festus. We have earned a reputation for integrity and are respected members of the legal and civic communities. We are the Lowry Law Firm. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Have you heard what's new at Cecil Whitaker's Pizzeria in Festus? Try their new boneless wings by the pound for only $6.99, and on Wednesdays, buy any style wing and get half price on your second order. But wait, there's new flavors too for both traditional and boneless wings. Try Cecil's new sweet chili wings or their new hot sauce honey mustard wings. 2 great flavors in 1 wing sauce. Log on to mymoinfo.com for menu and coupons. Compare the square and the price at Cecil Whitaker's at the Festus exit across from 7-Eleven.
Call now, 636-465-0555.
This is Vincent on third down, and the throw to the near side. It's caught, but nowhere to go. Great tackle by Travis Sproul. Ball was caught by number 44, Jacob Margetta. The tight end makes the grab, but goes absolutely nowhere. He gets only about 4 yards on the reception. He needed 10. It brings up fourth down. Cape Central, decision time here for them.
It's the first time they've gone to Margetta in this game in the air, but Evans has been Vincent's boy.
Looks like they're going to punt this one away as Lovig hits a high end-over-end kick to the near side. It's going to be brought down there by Cape Central inside the 15-yard line as they recover it from there. So Cape Central does pin the Tigers deep at their own 13-yard line, but Festus defense is able to force Cape to punt it away.
Yeah, that's definitely a little win there for Festus, as just not allowing them to score to keep that momentum going. Now, the game of momentum, the rest of it, right now in this game.
Festus will try to generate some offense now. Trailing 17-8. Festus brings out the guys once again here. 3-back formation, and the handoff goes to the right side back, coming around on a sweep, if you will, and not much there. Looked like it was Reddick who got the carry that time, and he didn't get very far. No gain. Second down and 10. Jefferson R7 up 27-7 on St. Vincent. That's early in the third. Hayden under center. And the give is to Carter Probst. And the fullback tried to bring it up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Actually, that wasn't Probst. That was number 30 that time. Brennan Schuler. And his forward progress lost him actually a yard. It looked like it could have been a lot more, but brings up now third down and 11. Festus just continues to bring in different back after different back. We've seen him do that many times throughout the year.
Carr, Schuler, Cummings, Reddick, and Probst all touching the ball tonight.
Hayden back to pass. And he's going to try to set up a screen pass. It's deflected by one of the Cape Central linemen that were in pursuit of Hayden. They knock it down. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down and a quick 3-and-out by the Tigers of Festus. They'll have to punt it away back to Cape with 8:17 to go in the third.
That was Thomas Jarrett there, just kind of swatting that ball down. Pretty tall guy. Be able to jump up and do that.
Hayden punts it away. It takes a Cape bounce at the 40 and then lunging for it. Moving the ball for maybe a yard or two before going down is the return man. I think that was Thompson. And Cape Central's going to have great field position here at the Festus 39-yard line. The Festus defense will have to step up once again, just like they did on the last drive.
It's pretty tough. You can only do that so many times until you have to score sometime.
You just keep giving this dangerous offense opportunities. As Vincent's going to fake the handoff, he's going to try to set up a quick pass to the near side. He finds his man. Great stiff arm. And all the way to the 20-yard line after the little catch and run. They found one of the big tight end. I think they got it out to Jacob Borboom. They haven't called his name at all tonight, the tight end for Cape Central. He's actually one of the top receivers on the team. Big-time reception there, good for about 19 yards. 1st and 10 for Cape Central at the Festus 20. Festus 21. Handoff and shaking off a tackler is Martin. He's slowed up by Keaton, and finally down he goes on the far sideline, back at the 29. He's going to lose some yardage there. Great pursuit by Festus, slowing him down.
Yeah, after giving up a pretty big pass play at 19 yards, it's nice to come back right after that and not give them more yardage.
They forced Martin into a big-time loss of about 7 yards. About 2nd and 17.
His biggest loss of the game. Sorry, Ryan.
Original line of scrimmage was the 21. Out of the gun now is Vincent, more of a pistol. And he's going to heave it to the near side. One-on-one coverage there. Incomplete. Overthrown to the intended receiver. Sproul again had a chance to pick it off. Ball's incomplete.
Thought went through his hands for a moment. I guess that's good and bad if you catch it in the end zone, but it keeps the ball out of the hands of the Cape Central Tigers.
3rd and long now. As Cape Central will try to come up with something here on this 3rd down play. Festus trying to hold them again. And they might be deep enough to where they'll probably go for it on 4th.
Yeah, if
4 down territory, yeah.
And they'll...
Still quite a stretch to try to kick a field goal from there, even though Lubbock is not bad. He already kicked a 34-yarder.
Yeah, and it had some distance on it, too, even after the posts.
Vincent back to pass, looking near side. Now over the middle, now flushed out of the pocket, running right. He gets slowed up enough, and now the Festus defense corrals him. They'll bring him down for a loss. Welsh in there, as well as number 73, Randy Sellers, and others were out there to bring Vincent down for a loss.
Yeah, you really can't ask anything more out of your defense right there, making the big stop again.
Ball marked all the way back to the 31-yard line now. It's 4th down and about 21.
Yeah, after that big pass play, I thought, oh, well, here comes Cape. But Festus was able to prevail even after the big pass play.
Lubbock's going to attempt a field goal, looks like. How about this? This will be about a 48-yarder. And the kick is going to be short. Just a little bit short. What an attempt. That was about a 48-yard field goal attempt, and Lubbock kept it short by just a few yards.
Yeah, it landed in the end zone below the post.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. Never seen that before.
Missed field goal, but he was close to kicking a 48-yarder. Festus takes over.
Got to give him props for that one. Man, that was sick.
Takes over at the 31. Already the 2nd offensive possession for Festus. Cape Central also with 2 possessions. And just in the first couple of minutes of this third quarter, they had to move the ball back to the 20-yard line again from the field goal attempt. That's where Festus has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
It would have been nice to have it where they turned over on downs there.
But again, that's a rule. You don't take over from where the field goal was attempted from at high school. You just take over at your own 20 on a missed field goal. Unless, of course, the field goal was inside the 20. Room up the middle, running to the near side. The Festus ball carrier has a few yards there. And that was Cummings. Cummings able to fight his way to the 25, 5-yard pickup. 2nd down, 5 for Festus. 5:40 and counting left in the third quarter as Cape Central leads this one 17-8.
Cummings now has the most touches as an individual from Festus, just 7.
3-back formation again. Festus gives to Cummings running left side. He's got the first down and then some. Fights his way across the 40 and brought down near the 45. Easily his best run of the night.
Oh, for sure.
Festus will have it 1st and 10 near midfield. Cape Central's got a player down.
About 17 yards.
1st and 10 for Festus at their own 45.
Longest run of the night. And for Festus, and Cummings had the longest run of the night as well, 8.
Tells you how Cape Central's been really tough to run upon.
Yeah, they sure have been.
First back up the middle gets the ball this time. That's Cummings again, and he just carries guys with him across the 50. Brought down around the 47. Another good run by Cummings. That one good for about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. You can make an argument for 2nd and 1. Maybe he got 9 there. It's pretty close.
Yeah, we've seen him barrel through players early on this year. He really hasn't been able to do it in this game, but in this drive he has, for sure.
He has not been able to really cut loose so far tonight. Reddick's in motion. They go back to Cummings again, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Dropped for a loss back at the 46. Check that, 49. Loses 2 there, and it's going to be 2nd down and roughly 3.
That was the first time Cummings has lost yardage in this game. He has been positive all game up to now. And didn't really lose all that much either, but another thing about him, 190 pounds, hitting that line all the time, that's going to wear them down after a while.
Sure.
He's going to get worn down. Wasn't on that one, but.
Big 3rd down here as Hayden's going to try to pass for it. Throws down the far sideline. Ball tipped up in the air, and Sproul had a second chance at it, and it falls incomplete. Had he hauled that one in, it would have been 1st down at the 25-yard line.
And it could have been one of the greatest catches ever made because it was bouncing all over the place.
Festus will be forced to punt, it looks like. Festus with a soccer-style high end-over-end kick. Short kick, too, called for the fair catch at the 30. And Cape Central takes over there at their own 30-yard line. Festus moves the ball for a little while, but it stalls at midfield. I'm really surprised with how they had ran the ball the last couple of times on that drive. They didn't try to run for the 1st down on 3rd instead of trying to pass for it.
Yeah, I agree. I thought maybe, have Cummings try up the middle once again. He's been pounding away at that brick wall, and that brick wall is starting to fall. I probably would have done the same thing, or mix it up. Have House come in there for a run.
Handoff to the near side. Campbell shakes a tackler at the 40. Midfield at the 50. Down in Festus territory at the 45. There is a flag way back at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a hold on Cape Central, and the Cape Central coaching staff not happy with that.
That was a 25-yard run that only happened because of that hold, evidently.
And that ball is going to be brought back.
Anytime somebody breaks open that wide, you wonder, was there holding back there? And maybe it was the case here, too.
Sure. So after the penalty, it's going to be Cape Central having it all the way back on their own 19-yard line.
And it would have been on near the 40 on the other side of the field if they would have been completed that without the hold.
So it's 1st and 21. Trying to get everything adjusted, and the officials are about ready to go. 3:24 left in this third quarter of play, with Cape Central still on top 17-8. It's been our score since halftime. Hand off to Campbell, and he's brought down at the 21-yard line. Welsh was there, and Reddick was there to finish him. A couple of yards picked up there by Campbell. He's able to pick up 3. And the ball at roughly the 22-yard line now. It's 2nd down and 18. I formation for Cape Central. Vincent gets the snap. And the give is once again Campbell. He fights his way to the 25 and across that to the 27-yard line. And Cape Central is going to be looking at still a 3rd down. About 12 after about a 5-yard pickup by Jacob Campbell. Martin has not been out there on this drive. He's on the sideline. Back to the I. Cape Central, 2 tight ends set. Campbell brought down in the backfield. Carter Probst brings him down for a loss. Great penetration there by the Festus senior linebacker, and he brings down Campbell for a loss, and Cape Central will have to punt.
Yeah, Cape really shot themselves in the foot on that drive with that flag, and Festus just loves when the other team has, way far away from that 1st down marker, because they take advantage of that every time. They have done that so in this game as well.
It's 4th and 15. And punting the ball away. Lovig gets the boot into that one. A high kick that'll take a bounce and take a Cape Central bounce, that is, now down to the Festus 25. Good kick, no return, and Festus will get the ball from there with 1:25 to play in the third quarter. Festus still trailing 17-8. The only Festus touchdown in this game was on a kick return. And the other points came on a safety. It's just been that kind of night for Festus trying to move the ball consistently.
But no scoring for either team, I think, in this quarter.
Not in this quarter, not in this half. Andrew Hayden under center, a man brought in motion. Second back through, Cummings gets the carry. He is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing going there. No gain.
Yeah, they were ready for him that time.
2nd and 10. Festus trying to get something going. Second play of the drive. Pitch to the left side. Reddick trying to get to the edge. Brings it across the 40-yard line to midfield. Out of bounds, just short of the 50. Reddick with a good run. First down run for about 24 yards.
And he'll say, Mr. Cummings, I got the longest run now for the game.
I'm going to get my opportunity, and I'm not going to ruin it. At midfield, they mark it right at the 50. Cummings now has it. Running left side. He's able to fight his way for 5. Brought down at the 44. Nathan Cummings with a gutsy performance of 6 yards there. And it's 2nd and 4.
And just the drive prior, he had 5, 17, then 8. And then he went downhill from there.
And this is going to be the last play of the third quarter. It's a scoreless third. Festus down to Cape Central. Heading to the fourth quarter, it's 17-8. Cape Central on top. We're back in 60 seconds on KJF.
Hi, this is Bill Seek with Eagle Bank Mortgage. Are you looking to refinance or purchase a new home? I've helped many families and I can help you too. We are approved for MHDC, VA, and USDA Rural Housing 100% loans. Call me right now at Eagle Bank Mortgage 314-808-8398. I have a special rate for regional radio area to save you even more money, and I'll be here from start to finish to help you through the process. Call now, 314-808-8390. I'm Bill Seek with Eagle Bank Mortgage, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Harold's Market in Imperial offers old-fashioned full butcher service with fresh-cut meats and a complete line of groceries and produce. Try the all-new pineapple brats only found at Harold's Market. You'll also find center-cut boneless chuck roast, pork chops, and quarter loin pork roast. Also ask about their freezer package specials. All special cuts wrapped your way and quick frozen. Harold's Market, Main Street next to the railroad tracks in Imperial. The best place to buy fresh meat.
And we begin the fourth quarter. Cape Central on top 17-8. 12 minutes left in regulation as Festus continues this drive. It's second down and 4. Hit in the backfield is the fullback Cummings, and he will be taken down for a big-time loss in the end. Nathan Cummings got the ball, got stood up about a yard behind the line of scrimmage, and where do they officially mark him down? Well, that's a mess to try to figure this one out. My goodness, running backwards, he loses 10 yards. Third down and 15.
And they might be generous on that one as well, because when they blew the whistles, they were pushing him way far back.
Travis Sproul brings in the next play on third down and long. Wow, just like that, Festus was moving the ball well, and then a big play like that. And Festus is looking at a third down and long when they were moving it steadily. Now all that's been taken away.
Seems like that's been happening a lot tonight for Festus. Just when they get something going, something happens to mess up their plan.
Nathan Cummings is trying to tie his shoe.
Might also be trying to catch his breath. He had 4 people that just tackled him, slammed him to the ground.
He appears to be ready, and no stoppage of play to get him out. And he's in there as the fullback. Hayden back to pass. Looks to the right, throws over the middle. It's in and out of the hands, almost intercepted by Thompson. Intended for Sproul, and Andrew Hayden almost throws another pick. Fourth down. Blink of an eye. The drive stalls, and Festus will have to kick it away.
Yeah, threw it right to him, too. Almost a blocked punt.
Short kick to the far side, and Cape Central returns it. And now stood up at the 47-yard line, pushed back to the 45, the return man. Cape Central's going to have good field position. And we got a flag in the backfield on Cape Central, and it might have been roughing the kicker. Is it roughing the kicker or running into the kicker? Because there is a difference. But then again, high school rules, they may not have the just running into the kicker penalty. It may just be all roughing the kicker all the time. We'll see. Referees are talking it over. If you see that happen in college ball and in the pros, there is a difference. Running into the kicker is only about a 5-yard penalty, but roughing the kicker is usually 15 and an automatic first. All right, what's going to happen here? Referee has not, the head official has not looked this way and given the call yet. Now it looks like he will. Roughing the kicker, I believe, is the call, as Coach Norman with Cape Central is out to question that. And I believe Festus will get an automatic first down in Cape Central territory, just shy of the 40. Well, they take advantage of this opportunity. That drive was stalled, and Cape Central makes a big-time mistake. Reddick brought in motion. They give it to Cummings running near side, and he gets popped. And down he goes at the 41. He may have lost a little bit of yardage to even get back to the 41. They say he did lose a little bit of yardage, but not quite a full yard. So it's going to be about 2nd and 10.
After the first 3 touches that Cummings has had in this second half, they've really been able to stop him really well. All eyes on Cummings right now from Cape Central.
8th play of the drive. Probst brought in motion. Now they're going to swing it near side. They're going to try to get Mitch Neal into the act, and short catch there right at the 40 and mark him out at the 39-yard line. Just a 2-yard reception, basically. 3rd down and about 9 or so. Not much there on that little quick out to Mitch Neal.
Do you go for the pass here and risk maybe an interception? Or
I think you have to. Running the ball on 3rd and roughly 9 is not necessarily an easy thing to do. But they are going to try it, and Cummings gets the carry, and he fights his way to the 36-yard line. Picks up a couple of yards, and it's going to bring up still 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 6 yards. And they do mark the ball actually at the 37. So it's 4th down and 6, and the Tigers probably are going to go for it here.
hoping for that big play.
Tigers.
Yeah, it's the Festus Tigers, yeah. Both teams are Tigers.
Festus looking to go for it. Hayden back to pass. They're going to try to set up a screen, and the ball juggled. Cummings hit, and he fights his way to the 30, and he may have enough. He got hit. He spun around. He kept his feet and kept moving. He may have enough for the first. He got it.
Amazing effort there from Nathan Cummings. Able to turn himself around a couple times while bobbling the ball.
Juggle, catch, hit immediately as soon as he secured the ball, then spun out of that and fought his way for an extra couple of yards and got the first. Nathan Cummings, great catch.
That's the plays that Festus needs to kind of get that spark going.
Andrew Hayden gives to Cummings again, running right, trying to get to the edge. Good, patient moves by Cape Central. They bring him down for virtually no gain. Thompson there, but more or less leading the charge was Margetta. A little bit of a loss there for Nathan Cummings. Clock continues to motor, too. Under 8.5 minutes to play. Festus is going to burn a timeout. First timeout used for them in the second half. We'll take a break as well. 8:20 to play. Cape Central leads 17-8 over Festus. We're back in 1 minute on KJEF.
Jefferson Regional Medical Center wants you to know that osteoporosis leads to an estimated 1.5 million broken bones each year. Broken bones are painful and may be debilitating. The first signs of osteoporosis for many women is a fracture caused by a seemingly ordinary activity or fall. A bone density scan from Jefferson Regional can provide a detailed image for your physician and help identify possible treatment options. You cannot feel osteoporosis weakening your bones, so ask your doctor to order a bone density screening from Jefferson Regional Medical Center.
Central still on top, 17-8 over Festus. We're back as the fourth quarter continues. Festus looking at a second down and 10. Hayden back to pass. He's going to swing it over the middle, caught by Sproul, and he spins and gets his way to the 20. And he may have enough for the first on that catch. He does. Great little athletic catch by Travis Sproul. as he snagged it and spun and got an extra yard or two at the very end there to get the first.
I think it was a very timely timeout just before that to kind of calm the nerves, to get some good plays there. Here, Festus knows they need to score on this drive.
That catch good for about 12. Pitch to the near side. Cummings trying to get to the edge to the 10-yard line. Down to the goal line. He is just short. He's down at the 1. Nathan Cummings with a 17-yard run to set up a 1st and goal for Festus.
I thought for sure he was going to get in the end zone. Just tripped up in the last second. Thought he was going to hit the pylon, but his knee was down before he got into the end zone.
So close. But it does set up a 1st and goal for Festus. About 7.5 minutes left in the game.
We've seen some pretty interesting goal line stops this year, haven't we?
That we have. And the give. Probst lost the football, picked it back up. He's able to score left side. Touchdown, Festus. What a lucky bounce that was. The ball was on the turf. It took a bounce, popped right up into the hands of Carter Probst, and he just is able to secure it enough and break the plane. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, it's only fitting for the Tigers tonight for it to happen that way. Obviously not in the playbook that way, but it's points on the board nevertheless for Festus.
Yeah, you'll get them any way you can at this point.
That's right. I mean, they've gotten a safety, run back for a touchdown, and now a crazy bouncing ball for a touchdown.
Sproul's extra point attempt is smoked through the uprights. And it's 17-15 with 7:25 to play in this one. We will step aside for 1 minute. Kickoff coming to Cape Central as the Festus Tigers are back to within a couple of points. 17-15 with 7:25 to play on KJF.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
Since 1974, Comtree has helped people suffering from alcohol and other drug abuse. Comtree remains committed to its mission to be an innovative, effective, and responsive community mental health center for Jefferson County. At Comtree, they believe in the importance of addressing issues of concern through direct patient care prevention and educational efforts. Professional care is available to you at Comtree with adult and adolescent programs, inpatient care, and 3 outpatient and aftercare locations. Call 931-2700.
7:25 to play. Festus is back to within 2. It's 17-15 as Festus kicks off to the Tigers on a short field, and they're going to kick it high up into the air to the near side on a onside kick attempt, and Cape Central secures it at the 30. There was a penalty, I think, at the very end of the extra point, and Festus took the yardage on the kickoff to kick closer to the opposing end zone. And it was an onside high end over end kick that was fielded at the 30. Near side by Cape Central, and they called for a fair catch.
Once again, Festus' defense is going to be tested on this drive. Cape's going to be pretty angry about them just scoring. They're going to try to get downfield. They're not going to mess around here.
Vinson will go under center. It's an I formation. And they give it to Martin, and he gets hit at the line and dropped. No gain. He may have gotten a half a yard, but not really enough to say it was a yard. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 as Martin gets stood up.
And his last 3 touches, either no gain or negative yardage, -8 on one of those.
And he wasn't even out there for the last drive. They used Campbell.
Right.
He was on the sideline. Cape Central back to the eye again. Vinson fakes the handoff. He's looking to pass. Rolling to the far side, throws into the flat, incomplete. It was thrown into the ground, incomplete, intended for Boorboom.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times tonight. Little gun shy on just let that ball fly. He just hold on to it too long. Had the guy open. But, man, when you start rolling out like that, you got to try to hit him in stride. And he just, I think, waited too long for just to let him stand there and wait for the ball. You got to try to throw it and aim it to where he's going.
Cape Central now looking at a 3rd down and 10. Clock stops with 6:46 to play after that incomplete pass. Vinson gives to Martin. He escapes one tackler in the backfield, still on his feet, and he is brought down short of the 1st down. Around the 38-yard line is where they mark him down. Gets about 8-9 yards there, but not enough for the first. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 1. We'll give him credit for 9 yards. He was hit in the backfield, bounced away from that, and nearly picked up the first. And Cape Central, we'll see what they try here. They may be thinking about going for the fake here. And they are. They're going for that 1 yard. They smoke it up the middle, and let's see what forward progress got Vincent on the quarterback keeper. And he's going to get it, it looks like. Wow. Went for it on 4th down. Vincent under center, kept it himself, lunged forward after the snap, and got the 1 yard he needed for the first. 1st and 10, Cape Central at their own 41. What a big-time, gutsy call that was.
Indeed it was. Big-time play.
Vincent goes back to the 3 running back formation in the backfield. Cape Central having to use a timeout here with 5:40 to play. We'll take a break as well. We'll bring it back in just 30 seconds. Festus defense trying to hold Cape Central to get the ball back. We're back after this short break on KJEF.
Putting your family first.
The Jefferson County YMCA is in our community for healthy living, youth development, and social responsibility. The YMCA mission to put the Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. Visit ymcastlewis.org for more information.
Putting your family first. Putting your family first.
Cape Central now looking at 1st down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Handoff and some room up the middle. Martin is able to pick up the 1st down across the 50 to the Festus 48-yard line. 1st down run for Chris Martin. And Cape Central moves into Festus territory. Clock is not a huge factor just yet, but Festus has to find a way to hold off Cape.
Thought they had it on that last set of downs, or the prior, I guess 2 prior to this one, but couldn't hold them there. Let's see if they can do it here in this set of downs.
3 backs again in the backfield. Benson gets it. Goes back to Martin. Martin trying to get to the edge near side to the 40-yard line, to the 30, and he's brought down inside the 30 at the 27. There is a flag. And it's going to go against Cape Central for a hold. The flag is back at the 50. And Martin's run is going to be brought back due to the penalty.
That's the second big run in this second half that we've seen taken back. One from Martin. I think the other was from Campbell, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was Martin. But, 2 times in the second half, big runs taken back by that holding ball. And with that flag, it's actually the 8th for Cape in this game. Festus only has 2.
Ball goes all the way back to the Cape Central 42-yard line.
I was about to say earlier, I didn't want to be mean, but I said, Festus really needs them to, have a penalty here.
Make a mistake?
Yeah.
1st and 20 now after the penalty. Vincent gives to Martin on a delayed handoff, and a great tackle by Keaton Boyce as Martin goes down after a very short gain of 1, if that. Yeah, I'll give him a yard there. It's now 2nd down and 19. Festus trying to D up here and force Cape Central to give them the ball back with a shot. Vincent gives to Martin again. He's running left side, trying to get to the edge. Sproul slows him up enough, and then he's knocked out of bounds by Probst. Ball brought all the way back to the 50, so he did pick up some solid yards there, but it's still going to be 3rd down here in about 12.
It's amazing. You know, it really doesn't seem that far away, but once you start trying to get downfield after being pushed back so far, it's like, wow, this is a long way to go.
Yep. Martin got about 6 or 7 on that last run, but he's still 12 yards short. Cape Central's 12 yards short of the first. Vincent is now going to operate out of the gun, and we've got a timeout called by Cape Central, and that's their final timeout.
Wow.
And they call it with 3:20 to go in the ball game. They want to talk it over. I don't think they liked what they saw from that formation on this 3rd and long. We'll go ahead and keep it here with 3:20 left. This is a big play coming up here, because if Cape Central fails to get the first down, they'll probably have to punt. Festus should be getting the ball back, but they got to hold him on this big 3rd down coming up here.
Yeah, and hold him means keeping him held to, no yardage, 4 yards, something where he can't get 13, obviously. You don't want to let him just keep going down the field. But talk about Martin for a second. He has had lots of yards after contact tonight. There have been a lot of times where he gets hit maybe at the line after 5 yards, or maybe just after 2 yards, and he gets hit pretty well. Looks like he's going to go down, and it escapes.
Hillsboro, by the way, up 61-28 with still time left in the 3rd.
61. Wow.
61 points, and they're not even in the 4th quarter of that game yet.
My goodness. It's a touchdown clinic for the Hawks tonight.
St. Charles has scored a few on them, but still 61 put up by the Hawks.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 12 here.
You could probably put the kids back in the bus and go home, and they still wouldn't come back and win that game.
Back to pass, Vincent airs it out to the near side, and it's incomplete, thrown right in between the intended receiver, Evans, and Mitch Neal there on defense, thrown right in between both of them. And that was a floater out there. That was one of those throw it up there and you just run and go get it type things.
Winging a prayer.
Yeah, and Evans still couldn't catch up to it. It's 4th down, and it looks like Cape Central is going to bring out the punting team, and they're going to try to rely on their defense to hold off the Festus squad here down the stretch. You really don't have a choice. You don't want to give them the football at midfield if you fail to convert on 4th.
And they took about 3 minutes up on that drive, too.
Sproul back deep on the return, and I believe Cook is the other. Short kick to the far side. That's going to go out of bounds, and Festus will not have any chance at a return. They're going to get the football at their own 22, it looks like. So they're going to have a long way to go with 3:08 to play. 2 timeouts left.
And for Festus, or for Cape Central, I should say, rather, that kick actually, even though it was short, it's probably better that it did go out of bounds, because obviously we all know what Festus was able to do on a return earlier in the game.
Yeah. They got a good return man in Sproul, who does have a couple of returns for touchdowns, one in this game, and he's dangerous on both kick and punt returns.
That kid's just dangerous, period. He's all over the place.
Give him the ball in space, and that could be problematic. He is split off to the near side as a receiver. They're going to pitch it to Mitch Neal. He's going to throw it, and he throws it up for grabs. The ball is intercepted by Cape Central. Down to the 40-yard line. The ball is picked off by Cape Central, and that may do it. There's still time left, but Festus tried a little trick play, little halfback option pass, and Mitch Neal did not get enough on that throw.
Yeah, jumping the gun a little bit there, I think, was Festus. They really went for something they probably shouldn't have been going for. Stay with Cummings. Stay with something that's been working tonight really well. I know they've had some amazing catches and things of that nature, but got to stick with what you know.
Cape Central brings their offense back out in the eye. Give us to Martin. He goes nowhere. He's stuffed at the 41. 39, actually. And he only gets a 1 on that carry. It's going to be second down at 9. The clock's going to run 2. Festus, again, only has 2 timeouts remaining to try to stop the clock. They have to let it run for 9 right now.
And Cape Central's done a really good job in this game with clock management. They have eaten lots of time off that clock by that running game that they have.
Vincent back under center. Gets the snap and the handoff to Martin. Fights his way forward. Down he goes around the 32. He's a little bit short of the first, though. He's able to run that one for about 7 or so. A timeout called by Festus. They got to stop the clock with 2:14 to go as a third down and about 2 coming up. We'll take a 30-second break. Cape Central still leads in this one, 17-15 over Festus. Again, we're back in 30 on KJF.
Hi, this is David McFarland. At McFarland Travel, we are a full-service travel agency specializing in one-on-one service. We discuss your needs and desires, do our research, and provide you with options, all within parameters that you have set. When you book online, you do all the work and then give your hard-earned money to someone you will never meet and without fully knowing what your options are. Shop locally and book safely with McFarland Travel at 206 Main Street in Festus, or call us at 937-5679 or toll-free 888-440-5679.
14 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter as Festus trails by 2 to Cape Central, 17-15.
Yeah, Festus is really just looking for Cape to make a mistake here in this possible last hurrah for Festus's chances.
See what they come up with here. Festus again having to D up on third down here in about 2. Vincent out of the eye, under center, gets the snap, gives to Martin. He'll have a first down and a few more. Inside the 30 he goes, and inside the 25, he's tackled around the 23. First down run for Cape Central as they're trying to put this one on ice.
Man, this has had their chances at times, but not too many. But they definitely had some moments that they could have really executed well on. But, Cape Central did a pretty good job tonight of holding off those chances, too.
We go back to the eye again. Vincent gives to Martin. Martin's got room again off the left tackle and then back up the middle. He's brought down around the 15.
He might be nearing over 150 yards now.
It's going to be second down and about 2. Down to 1:20 left. Vincent again back under center he goes. Give is to Martin. Running left, trying to get to the edge. Inside the 5, and he's out of bounds around the 4. Got popped out of bounds by Sproul. And the clock does stop for the moment. It'll be a first and goal for Cape Central from the 4. And that's with 48 seconds left. Now, don't be surprised if Cape Central actually tries to score here because, again, it can make a difference in the district standings.
Right.
The more you win by. So some people may, they're trying to run it up type thing. Now, there's still some points on the line here.
Mm-hmm.
So Cape Central is probably going to try to punch this thing in.
Sure, yeah, if they fumble it, Festus could win the game.
They got a 3-back formation out there. Gibbons to Martin. Up the middle he goes, and he slides in. Touchdown. Cape Central puts this game away with 33 seconds left on the short run by who else but Curtis Martin.
Yeah, he's been a mainstay, especially on this drive, just cutting away. And the drive prior as well.
Chris Martin, not Curtis. My bad.
Festus, they get the ball back. They have to score, and they get 2 points, right? And that would tie the game?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's possible, right? 33 seconds?
Well, they got the extra point here. Still.
Right.
You forgot about that.
Right.
They have to miss this to make that any kind of an option. And the kick has got plenty of distance. It's good. And that pretty much puts it out of reach. Cape Central now goes up by a score of 24-15 over Festus with 33 seconds left. We'll take a 1-minute break here on KJFF.
Hi, I'm Dan. This is Clay. And Clay, you're a farmer, I know. But I understand you don't have to be a farmer to get Farm Bureau insurance.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's great news. Why are you so sad?
Oh, I think one of their colts is coming down with a cold.
Really? What makes you say that?
He's a little hoarse.
Barado, Home, Life, and Health. Call me, Farm Bureau Agent Alan Depew in Festus. 636-931-1112.
My name is Robert. I'm from Barnhart. In my senior year in football, I injured my left knee, and because of Dr. Rubel, he completely repaired my ACL. I was back on the field 10 days later, playing the Valley Warriors, had 19 tackles. It was my best game I ever had. I would definitely recommend him to anyone out there.
Robert had great results. You can too. Doctors Craig Rubel, Paul Maynard, and Robert Smaney treat all aspects of orthopedics. Don't live in pain. Offices in Festus and Farmington. Call 636-933-7400.
Swing kick, and here it comes to the near side, picked up at the 22-yard line by Cook. Cook trying to get some room, and down he goes around the 37. And it will be one last opportunity for Festus with 28 seconds left.
Well, if they score, they'll knock some points down for Cape, I guess.
Well, we'll see, but 28 seconds, and you're going to have to go here a good 60-plus yards here. 63. See what they can do, though. 28 ticks left. Cape Central up by 9, 24-15. Back to pass is Hayden. He's rolling out to the right. He's going to throw it somewhat short to Sproul. He gets hit, still on his feet, goes out of bounds at midfield right around the 50. And he's able to stop the clock there. 21 seconds left as Festus now has it at midfield. That pass good for about 13 yards.
That was a nice, sharp, defined pass, too. In the drive prior, it was really just a toss-up.
Cape's just got that prevent defense out there where everybody's playing back. As Hayden swings it out to the near side, another interception by Cape Central at the 30. Another INT by the Cape Central Tigers. Third time a pick's been thrown by Andrew Hayden. And this one picked off by number 25, Mikey Jones. And Cape Central's got it with 10 seconds left. They'll kneel on it, and that should do it. Quite literally, with a lot of the injuries that we've seen with Festus, especially last week, losing Corey Uding. Wilkes not available tonight. Corey Carr was only out there sparingly. Festus is going to limp into the playoffs.
With a lot of their backs out, I mean, it's really tough to have that variety that they've had all year.
And they lost Brandon Barton tonight as well. And although he may be able to return pretty quickly, I think for precautionary reasons, they kept him out. Kneel down for Cape Central, and that is it. And Cape Central wins it 24-15 over Festus here tonight in the KJFF Game of the Week.